Good organisations have strategic plans which can be summed up in one page. This is meant to be like a roadmap that says, where are we going? We know that with the bigger picture of an ageing population, the living longer, living better reforms, consumer-directed care in aged care, both in home care and it will come into residential care, we have to navigate a new path. We need to be sure that we're on the right journey for the challenges that will be before us. So a strategic planning day is the opportunity to make sure of that, collectively get our head around the roadmap that we will use to make sure that we're on the right path. So that idea of a journey and being on one that's effective and the most efficient path to get there is an important one.
I'm looking forward to meeting more of the people who work at SummitCare and also learning more about how the organisation works and hopefully contributing to the future.
I'm keen to hear what the CEO has to say today and looking forward to catching up with all my work colleagues.
I'm looking forward most to getting to know a lot more people since I've only been at SummitCare for a month, and to get a broader idea of what goes on around the company.
Yes, I have heard Robert Moore speak before at last year's Christmas conference. She's a great speaker, very inspirational, very refreshing. She keeps it very light and wholehearted and speaks from the heart. I'm looking forward to hearing her speak today.
You know, you get to be the conduits for relationships. You have such a meaningful vocation. It's not a job, it's a vocation. You're conduits in relationships, in love, in partnerships. That's who you are. You know, your job is worth trillions in meaning.
Well, my expectations were completely met. I know whenever I work with SummitCare people that I'm going to walk into a room full of amazing leaders, people who are empathetic and mature and caring. So it was no different. I walked into the beautiful SummitCare culture and everybody just engaged beautifully with our conversation. They're digging in, they're being authentic, they're looking at the results of the surveys and being accountable and then creating a whole new future.
I think SummitCare can maintain its position as an industry leader in much the same way that it's already doing, which is involving staff at every level of the organisation in conversations about strategy, about planning, and that's what today seems to be about, is getting input from all of the staff who are on the ground, who interact with residents, who have ideas, who listen to complaints and have a lot of input, I think, into those processes.
Yes, I do see SummitCare as an industry leader. Why is like we have so many new innovative projects coming up, and like for example e-case was one of the very important projects that SummitCare has taken up, and since SummitCare has taken up e-case, it's come up to the front that we would be one of the biggest company who would be using e-case for clinical documentation, so which definitely is going to make a change to the way we provide care to our residents.
I think the key points that what SummitCare have to do is what we've already started is looking at our staff within and the succession planning. So we have the right people in the right jobs when the time is right.
So it's not just about winning awards. They actually, as I said, they really do stop, reflect, work on the business, which is what today's really about. So looking at the strategic results at the corporate level.
I went in, my first impression was great. I had Sandra, the shower surveyor, and I was grateful to her. She got me to think that it was not like a nursing home but like a home. And all through the days I go every day and I watch the girls, they do their best. They work very hard and they do it with all their hearts.
Overall, the best way that we can make sure we continue is by having a culture of continuous improvement, always looking at how we can do things better.